This film is for anyone interested in improving dementia diagnosis and increasing equality of access. It increases cultural awareness for health and social care professionals and those working in the voluntary sector. The film draws upon findings from research which explored the experience of people from minority ethnic groups accessing a dementia diagnosis in East London, and through a practicing GP who shares her first-hand experiences.
The most important thing to understand is the cultural context within which people present with memory concerns. This includes how people describe and understand the word dementia, as well as being aware of personal, social, and cultural constructions of dementia, and the different terminology used around dementia, memory difficulties, and cognitive problems, which we as healthcare professionals may not be used to. This includes terms such as mild cognitive impairment, or MCI, and what this means. Sometimes concerns are normalised as part of getting older within a particular culture, and this may be due to stigma attached with mental health generally and its association with dementia. Well, there are three things to consider. The first is to understand how assessing functional ability, such as cooking and preparing food, may be traditionally handed over to another member of the family as a person gets older. And so relying on this as an assessment of cognition may be quite problematic. So recognising the limitations of cognitive assessments in different cultural settings is important. The second is being aware that people may present repeatedly with a physical ailment, yet behind the scenes there may be a concern about memory or confusion. I think that for people from minority ethnic groups, this can take longer to emerge or be less obvious in a consultation, in parts due to different terminology used around dementia and the lack of recognition of that word or the stigma attached to it. Finally, to ensure that people are aware of how long things take. For example, when they may be seen by the memory service following a referral, people may have had quite negative experiences, and so setting these expectations will help them with trust and make sure that they do not feel ignored. A consultation may include members from mixed family groups, and identifying someone to give a full history of what's actually happening may be quite difficult. Multiple members of the family may attend at different times, so be prepared for hearing different aspects and a need to go over things. Also be aware of different expectations around genders and being respectful of these cultural differences. For example, where a daughter-in-law may do the full care for the mother-in-law, however she does not attend the consultation, but the son does. Understanding different gender roles within a cultural group is therefore essential. Where possible, it's important to plan beforehand with the interpreter to ensure that they know what their role is during the consultation. This really does enhance the consultation, especially if you're planning to discuss something like a diagnosis or a possible referral to a memory clinic. Also, be aware that some patients and their families may not actually want an interpreter. Finally, ensure you talk to the patient and not the interpreter or the family member who's interpreting.